Hey, all right, what's up, people? I got some good news for you. Now, watch this shit. Now see, what did I say? I said either Sunday or Monday. And it's a dealer's choice. I want to say thanks to everybody that gave me the thumbs up on this one. This translation is slightly different than the one I'm used to. There's these technical terms in Tibetan that you can translate them many different ways. I'm used to a certain translation, but there's nothing wrong with this one. It's just certain things, like if it says spontaneously accomplished Buddha field, that might be translated differently. Like spontaneously accomplished multiverse or something. They didn't do that, but I'm saying. So thanks to everybody that listened to that. That's definitely worth listening to. I love the fact that they got a female narrator. Perfect. Now we're getting to business. In case I need the thumbnail. Guess what? We're going to need that thumbnail. So and I said I'm going to call it, if I say it's Sunday, I'll let y'all vote. I mean, shit, I could have made the goddamn brackets. I'll let y'all vote. So here's what we got. And I'm going to tell you how this is going to work, and then I'm going to drop the goddamn poll. We're only doing bracket 1 right now. There's some ties still that need to be settled out and everything else. We're just going to do bracket 1 to focus on that. And maybe bracket 2 could be on Valentine's Day. Who the fuck knows? So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to do Martin Luther King Jr. versus Harriet Tubman. That's going to be match number 1, round 2. And then match number 2, round 2, is going to be Frederick Douglass versus Barack Obama. So those are your 2 matches. Round 2, bracket 1. However, we have a surprise cameo from Black Jesus. So what that means is the winner of these 2 matches, MLK versus Harriet Tubman, and Frederick Douglass versus Barack Obama, we're going to have 2 winners there. Are they going to go head to head? See, what I was thinking about doing was make them each go up against the Lord Jesus Christ individually. But I'm like, that ain't fair to, the Son of God. You know what I'm saying? So here's what I think we're going to do. We're going to do it like this. We're going to do those 2 matches, and then we're going to have the 2 winners go against each other. That's going to be what, round 3, right? And then also as a part of round 3 in the finale, the winner gets to go up against Black Jesus. How y'all feel about that? That feels pretty good. That feels like that's what I think we're going to do. So, like, let's say MLK beats Harriet Tubman, which, I mean, can you call that one really? I mean, that's a good matchup. Come on. I mean, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? How are you going to pick that one? I mean, I don't know. I'm tempted to go for Harriet Tubman, to be honest with you, because she never smiled. I mean, that sounds sad to say, but... And then you got Frederick Douglass versus Barack Obama, which is clearly going to be Frederick Douglass. I mean, if it's not, I'm fucking going to be shocked. They both orders, but... Come on, man. There's a reason they compared Obama to Douglass. You know what I'm saying? But so, yeah, then we're going to have... Well, I'm just guessing. I think MLK versus Douglass is probably going to be the vote. Remember, I can't vote in this shit. And no, I didn't rig the goddamn vote. It's not like I had somebody come in with extra accounts and just fucking get the surprise cameo for me. And if I did, they was probably angels or demons or... What was I summoning up last week? I forget. They got some name. Not the Jinn. Not the rummy neither, man. And not the goddamn, either the rum or the goddamn Jack Daniels. None of that shit. Drink hard liquor, man. I drink kiddie drinks. I'm a kid, man. You know what I'm saying? But, no, so What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the first 2 matches, according to your vote, according to the people. I'm a man of the people, and don't be flipping shit. It's over. When I say I'm not gonna close the poll because I got to go in the creator studio and do weirdo shit. I don't feel like doing it. But if y'all flip the vote, that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's already been decided by executive order. This is going to be what happens. We're going to do MLK versus Harriet Tubman, and then we're going to do Frederick Douglass versus Barack Obama, which should be a landslide for Douglass, but shit. The fuck do I know? And then the winner of that matchup, those matchups go up against each other, and then the winner of that goes up against Black Jesus. I don't know, man. It's probably going to come down to Black Jesus versus Chuck Norris, but we don't need to get into that. That would be fucking epic if that happened. Oh, no, man. You know what they say about Chuck Norris. But that's Black Jesus. Come on, bro. Find me a better picture. Like I said, I don't fuck around with fucking pictures. So let me get to go making them polls and fucking voting them motherfuckers, man. Stop being dorks. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I was getting ready to turn it off. By the way, I slammed like 8 motherfuckers on this one fucking comment section. Slammed like 8 motherfuckers. Had one dude report me for hate. That's the one. Remember I told you about it, that dude Robert Meyer Burnett and how I wanted to debate him on the trans thing. I've actually been on his show before. We were just talking about comic books and shit. He's a comic book and movie guy. But every now and then he'll come out and he'll start saying some of this pro-trans shit. And like he was talking about, well, technically their brains are more like women's brains. And no, they're more like gay brains, but we don't need to get into that. But he's like, well, eventually we'll have the technology and we can just, swap out their bodies. Well, they trying to do that shit now, but what they do is they slice your sausage up the middle. They fucking concave that shit and stick it straight up your candy middle. And now you have what we might call not a natural hole, a wound, basically. So you have to do what they call dilating, which means like, I don't know, it's like ear piercings where you have to have the thing in your ear. Otherwise, the hole will naturally heal because the hole is a goddamn wound. You don't catch me with no goddamn piercings. That's some stupid shit. Especially the motherfuckers that get them big ass fucking shit look like nickels and dimes and fucking quarters and shit stuck in their ears, man. It's like, what you doing? You trying to pay the toll? You know what I'm saying? What are you up to? With them big ass holes stretching your shit out. And then when they take this shit out, it's like, oh, dude, is that a worm crawling on your ear? You know what I'm saying? you got some kind of slug on your fucking, what the fuck? But yeah, I had to re-challenge this motherfucker to debate the whole trans thing. You want to say these pro-trans comments like, oh, I think that, we're going to have to fix it this way. I'm like, no. You have a conflict between the mind and the body. Where do you resolve it? You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you follow this train of thought, you're going to have to acquiesce to a lot of shit you really don't want to acquiesce to. The one I always go to is anorexia. But there's a whole lot more than just that. You're going to have to find some way to differentiate those categories. And so what I did was, I respectfully challenged this guy, and then his little fucking, he didn't send anybody. These are all just dorks, like goofballs. And I just start slapping them down. And then they do the thing they always do, is they act like you're not defining your terms or something. So I lay down a clear definition of what I'm talking about, because I was just referring to it as the transgender, which is how I always refer to it, because that's what it fucking is. It's the transgender, the trans agenda. It's a clear agenda. The statistics prove that. When you look at the increase in the number of fucking so-called trans people, especially amongst young girls, it's frightening. It's a mind disease. And the question is, how do we fix that? Do we alter people's bodies? Or do we work on their minds? Duh. Do the fucking math. So you got all these stands coming in. Oh, you didn't define your terms, and I defined it. The motherfucker flagged me for hate speech. Got my fucking comment removed. And I was trying to be courteous with what I said, but I think what I said was I called it a mental disorder. I think that was the hate speech violation because I didn't call for any violence or anything like that. When I'm on somebody else's channel, I try at first, let's be honest, at first, I try to be cordial. But if somebody starts talking shit, they're just asking for them knuckles, man. So I slapped like 3-4 people down. Then I mocked the motherfucker for flagging my shit in a way that he couldn't flag. I basically called him the most grown-up motherfucker in the room. I was doing all kind of shit on this motherfucker, man. I'm like, oh, you're super smart. You're super intelligent. That was a super awesome move. I was just, you know what I'm saying? Like it was opposite day, And then this other motherfucker, I think I took one sentence up for that motherfucker. But yeah, that's sometimes what I gotta do. I gotta deal with these fucking weirdos. Vote in my poll. Like I said, you're not gonna see Black Jesus just yet. We're gonna have to get the first 2, and then we're gonna still have to wait because he's gonna be the title fight. It's him versus the winners of the winners of the winners, and that's just bracket 1. You like the cameo in bracket 1? Who could be a cameo for bracket 2? Who could be a cameo for bracket 2? Let me see. Who's else for bracket 2? Interesting. Maybe we could get General SETI? You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Interesting. I know, right? That's the only one that seems to stand out as being different. But I think they're all kind of like they're all part of the Black Power movement. So I don't know. Can you think of anybody in the Black Power movement that hasn't been recognized yet? Could we put Brother SETI in there in a surprise cameo? Nah, I think Black Jesus is enough. Y'all gonna get sick of it if he's like, what are you, a wrestling promoter? You staging run-ins? You know what I'm saying? Like Hulk Hogan's coming back. That type of shit. No, I voted my poll. And yeah, Rob Meyer Burnett, I know you've been watching this video, but set my fucking challenge. I've been on your show before. So it ain't like you don't know me. Accept my fucking challenge. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. I know what you're talking about. You think we got to alter the body. I'm saying we got to alter the mind. It's obvious that there's a fucking mind-body problem here. It's called dysphoria. We've known this. We used to think it was a psychological disorder. Now it's like, oh shit, no, we just got to cut the tits off, give them hormones, turn the dicks inside out, or fucking take their pussies and try to reverse the pussy. Oh no, but there's not enough shit there. So what do we have to do? We'll take shit off the knees and the elbows and everything else. What do you think a phalloplasty is? Look that shit up, motherfucker. A phalloplasty. As a matter of fact, you could probably, and I don't know this because I ain't never fucking, and I don't have no desire to, you could probably find a video of them doing this shit. Matter of fact, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. Not that I know because I looked for it, but because you can find anything if you want to on the goddamn internet. I guarantee you what, if you go to watch something like that, make sure you don't got no sandwich in your hand or no slice of pizza. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get frightened. This is going to be like a horror movie, dude. You're going to be like, what the literal fuck? They let that shit take place? What country is this? You know what I'm saying? What year is this? What are we doing? You know, some places in this world, they be chopping clits off. I thought that was weird. But this shit, it's on a whole different level, man. But don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they advertise that they're coming for your kids or anything. It's not like the incidence level has gone up like 3,000% in the past like 4 years. You know what I'm saying? It's not like there's an explosion of this shit. Nah. It's all natural, dude. This is progression. We just get more open. So now they can all come out. Man, you trying to tell me there was all these fucking trans people back, in the I don't know, anything not, prior to like 2003 or something. Nah. What the fuck? Where were they all hiding? And did they come out later? Because if they was all hiding, you'd expect a whole bunch of them to be coming out now. That ain't happening. It's all kids. It's all young people. Mostly autistic people. A lot of girls involved in that. And then you got the other side, which is like you got these old like men and shit, like 50-year-old dudes with beards and pot bellies and fucking shit like that, and hairy ass legs and backs and shit. Man, shave your motherfucking back, dude. You're gonna need a lot of blades for that shit. You're gonna need at least 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers to get all that back hair off your dumb ass. Trying to go into, female only spaces. Well, I identify as, excuse me, it's ma'am. Then you get into the sports thing and you just start realizing this shit is silly. So if a motherfucker like, Rob Meyer Burnett will not debate me on this or discuss it with you, you can call it whatever the fuck you want if you're like allergic to the word debate. But I'm going to put you on a spot, motherfucker. Try me. If you got it. Hold on. Let me show this shit to you. Just so we can fucking see what's going on. Let's go here. Yeah, we do this motherfucker on top of what? So I said this. My challenge to you on the transgender still stands, Rob. Get back to me if you really encourage dialogue. And then he says, remind me, what's the challenge? So then I answer, fuck, these ultimatums are not dialogue. I'll get back to that motherfucker in a second. They're just talking shit. So I answer Rob, because I don't really give a fuck about these stands or whoever the fuck they think they are. I come on your show and challenge your defense of the transgender. Game? Straightforward, respectful, everything else. So then I had to hit this motherfucker. I said, nice username. Did you draw it out of a bucket? Then I hit this motherfucker. Go look up the word ultimatum in the dictionary of your choice. Find the or else part in what I said. You do know what a dictionary is, right? Yeah, I'm just smacking these motherfuckers down. And then this is the dude. He said, I fundamentally have no idea what you were talking about. Speak clearly. What do you want? Say it precisely. No obfuscation. I dare you. Then I did. Now you can't see my response to him because he flagged it like a fucking, well, like a cool guy. And then they're sucking each other's dicks back and forth here. I'll make reference to that later. The guy who makes up the word transgender, well, yeah, I did. I actually did coin that term. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate the fact that you give me the originality of that. I think a few people came up with it at the same time, or roughly the same time. And demands we know what he means. Just told you to use a dictionary. Yes, that really happened. And see how they're fucking piggybacking thumbs up and shit? None of my shit has thumbs up, by the way. And I ain't thumbing my own shit up. That's gay. I found transgender. Are you the host of the podcast and trying to get Rob to listen to a certain episode, maybe? And I just said, nope. Because he off base. And then here I go with this motherfucker. You know what's really adult? Asking for clarification and then flagging said clarification for hate speech. Such a grown-up move. Mature even. But everybody got the message. Can't defend your viewpoint? Silence the opposition. Again, some PhD level brain operations going on. Maybe you can complain about the preposition that ended my previous sentence. Quick, call the grammar, the correct spelling, by the way, police. Now, that was a reference back to another fucking thread that I was on. Dork 11, yeah. And then I said to this motherfucker, I defined it. Your boyfriend flagged it. Such a manly move. I guess he's the top. And then this dude had the nerve to say, The top of what? Are they fucking... Hold on. We gotta... Oh, shit. Are these motherfuckers... Hold on. Wait a minute. 15 replies, so... Oh, shit. Somebody's deleting my shit. I gave another one. Little low, you are definitely not stable. I gave him the Alec Baldwin. I gave him the Ben Affleck. I threw my car keys on the table. I let him know. This motherfucker had me. They had me. Man, come on, man. See, these motherfuckers, man, they can't take shit, man. They a bunch of goddamn goofs. Because I know you had to do that. Low, you are definitely not stable. Everything. I replied on top of. I replied to that with, I think you know what. And then I made fun of his 51075, which I already made fun of. Coming back to the joke. Because sometimes you got to come back to it. And then you're definitely not stable. And I did the Ben Affleck. I did the Alec Baldwin. You know what I'm saying? I threw my credentials on the table. And I said, what do you do? What's your value? What's your worth? And you gonna fucking take that shit and what did it get flagged for hate speech or some shit? Hold on, let's do this shit. Let me get rid of that. And let's go. Where do we want to go? Let's go to studio. Let me see if it gives me comments. This is gonna be comments on my videos though. Again. Content. See, it don't even show. Well, it's not gonna show that. Carton of Jacks. Yeah, that's funny. It's not gonna show me. Not my comments. What if I do this? What if I go to YouTube and then I just go to my channel? Right? Won't it, like, if I go down, won't it show me like recent comments or something? Won't it? I think it used to. Like, it would be right here or something. Oh, that's if it's not your channel. Like, it'll have, like, there's a part where it'll have. Fuck. Yeah. I'm saying, though, man. These are some crusty-ass motherfuckers, man. They can't win an argument. They gotta shut it down immediately. But vote in my goddamn polls. I'm gonna put them up right after this. Stay tuned. I don't know if y'all watching the Super Bowl, but you know I am.